Hello and welcome to this week's Mystic Message. So, this one came through very interestingly. It came through very firmly initially with the phrase, "Darkness is upon us," which sounds very ominous, sounds really sketchy, and something that could invoke fear in many. But then I felt into it and I broke it down, and it's not fearful. It's we are being asked to use the tools that we have been learning for so long. If you're watching this, you are a healer. You are a transmuter of energy. You have the ability to alchemize energy in your own beautiful, unique way. And there's a lot of ways in which we do this. But what is really coming through is really around the energy of love. So I want you to be aware that whether a big spike comes collectively where we're all feeling a lot of darkness, or you notice it in these moments in your day-to-day life, maybe you have your own dark thoughts or your own dark moments, or you're interacting with someone who has a lot of darkness around them. You can feel it. They're toxic. They probably have some darker attachments and things like that. Darkness is everywhere. And collectively, especially those who have not done the healing, it's really coming to the surface now more than ever. If you've done a lot of the healing work, you're more familiar with the shadow and darkness and how to navigate it and how to work through it. But you might find that you've done your work to prepare you for this moment right now. And this moment right now is alchemizing everything that is going to come to the surface. And that doesn't mean forcing your healing and your love on other people who are not receptive to it. I'm talking about the energy, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to manifest in like a back and forth conversation with another individual. When you notice a vibrational dip around you, that these shadows, these lurking themes from the underworld really coming to the surface, right? A lot around disempowerment and kind of these patriarchal views and the way society is really set up to control us through fear. As that's coming to the surface, imagine this. Imagine the sun, which is vitality and can represent that life force energy in so many ways. And imagine that just went away for a few days and we were just surrounded by darkness. And, the light was not here to shine. And without the light here to shine and transmute these shadows, the shadows are running free. Right? Think about this as a metaphor, but also in an energetic manifestation of this concept. These shadows running free. There's no light. Think of it, like a traditional vampire, right? They can't come out in the sun, and they only come out when it's dark. But imagine the sun wasn't here for a couple days, and how these underworld dark beings can just roam free and feel like they have the power to take over. But this is where it changes, is we don't fear them anymore. We don't give our power away to our own demons or the demons of the underworld or our shadows or any of these things, because we understand the truth. And the truth is everything is really just in need of love. And a lot of this darkness just needs the energy of unconditional love. It needs our healing from a space of love. And so when we're confronted with darkness, again, whether it's our own darkness, our own dark thoughts, our spiraling, our shadow coming face to face with us, or other people in our lives, or out in the world, or connected in these roundabout ways, however it's showing up for you, whatever sensitivities you have, if we engage with it with fear, judgment, hate, any of those kinds of things, we're playing the game. We're playing the game that they want us to play. We are feeding the darkness, when we come to it with fear, when we come to it with hate, when we come to it with I'm better than you, when we come to it with judgment, all of that fuels their fire. It's not helping you. We are not transmuting anything through hate or judgment or a hierarchy of energy of high vibrational is better than low vibrational. No, it's all about coming to the table with love and acceptance. And when you can come face to face with darkness or a shadow, and you can just offer love. And this doesn't mean boundaryless love, right? Like, let's be very clear here. This is maintaining our boundaries. And this doesn't always mean engaging with the person and overgiving or trying to help someone that doesn't want help. I'm talking the energy that you are emanating, the emotions that you are engulfed in. If you're allowing yourself to be engulfed in fear, you're playing the game and you're feeding the darkness. And when we learn how to dance with the shadows and connect with them and see through the darkness and underneath what truly is there, which really can only be seen when you offer love to it. When you bring light to the shadow runs away and hides. It just goes back to the underworld. It just waits until the sun is no longer there and it can come back out to play. Right? But when you can look darkness in the eye with a space of unconditional love, and when you're at unconditional love, nothing can penetrate, nothing can really mess with you. You don't have to worry so much about boundaries if you're truly coming from this space. And if you're watching this video, I know that you have the capacity to embody this. This message is coming to you for a reason, because you've done your healing. It's an ongoing journey. You're not healed. I'm not healed, but you have the capacity in your heart and in your energy to dance with these shadows. And when you can dance with these shadows and you can love through the darkness, they will shift and they will shed some of their darkness and they will ask for light. And so this message is coming for you at this time because you're ready to help the world beyond just yourself. And again, it doesn't mean shoving your healing down someone's throat, or that family member that's toxic and does not take you up on all of your tips and tricks, or, we are not forcing healing on anybody. We are offering ourselves up as an embodiment of unconditional love, as a holder of space, and as this ability to see through the darkness, see what is truly underneath those shadows. And when you can see beneath that, the shadows, they can take that dark mask off. They can feel safe to stay up here on the surface. So when the sun does come and shine, they're ready for it. They're ready to shift. They don't want to be in the darkness anymore. And the only way to allow darkness to choose the light is through love. And so this message is coming to you because you're going to notice these things. You're going to find these energies coming up, and we're being asked not to tackle it in a human way. We're not trying to heal someone, talk someone into something or out of something. It's not even about communication. Think about how you can love the darkest thing without saying anything. Or think of the person that maybe embodies so much gross darkness, and how can you release any judgment or hatred or disgust or hierarchy of I'm better because I did my healing. If you are in this space, this message is for you, because collectively, when we all begin to do this work behind the scenes that nobody's ever going to know about, we have such an impact, and you are here to heal the world. You're here to heal yourselves. You're here to be an extension of light and of love to heal these shadows, to help this ascension process, and to help Mother Gaia and all of the souls who are here, who are not aware. They're never going to hear you with your words. So stop trying, right? Shift the energy. Think about what you can embody, and through that embodiment of love, you're doing so much more than you could do by speaking, by shoving, nuggets of wisdom down someone's throat who's just not receptive to it. And so you're being called to action, and to be ready for this, you have to have that capacity. So tie up any loose ends that you feel are hanging out. Fill your cup, because this is coming. This is a big theme. This is coming for this year. This is coming for this summer. And you're being asked to make sure that you are at a space of capacity to be able to give this, because you cannot give this if you're not at capacity, or if your battery's not charged, your cup is not full, that you're not giving all of this to yourself. If you're giving more love outside of yourself than you are to yourself, you're not ready. You're not ready. But if this is resonating for you, you're either already ready or you're this close. And so this is that final push to embody this love, to be able to see the darkest things of humanity and understand that there's just something sad and wounded underneath that, and to be able to give love to the ugly and the hated and everything that does not feel safe to be out on the surface, which is the shadow, right? So I hope that this gives you the confidence to know that you are here to be an alchemist. You are here to be a healer, and you have such a big role to play. All right. I'll see you next week.